Greetings and salutations. Today we will take a look at Bias FX2 from Positive Grid. I've always had a love-hate relationship with Bias FX. I bought the first one when it first came out, and then the second, but I've always struggled to get a good tone out of it. There is just something about it for me that it just does not do metal tones well. In my opinion, the amps in Bias FX2 just somehow seem lifeless. So for those that don't know, Bias FX2 is an all-encompassing guitar suite. It comes with up to 116 amps. I say up to because you can buy 3 versions of Bias FX. The Standard, the Pro and the Elite. All of them come with progressively more amps, the more you pay obviously. There are a lot of effects and cabs, again depending on which version of Bias FX2 you buy. It comes with a lot of presets ranging from pop, blues, rock, metal and alternative. The only problem with these presets I find is that a lot of them are not useful. I find that with a lot of these companies, I don't know who makes their presets, but some of them are so unusable, it's unbelievable. I don't know if I'm just hearing not what they're hearing, but some of them are horrible, to be blunt. So for example, there's a preset in Bias FX2 called Grunge Garden. Now I'm guessing this is based on a Soundgarden tone, but to my ear, honestly, nothing like Soundgarden, and it absolutely sounds disgusting. It honestly just sounds dead and has no life at all. I am looking at this from a metal point of view, and I don't think Bias FX is honestly suited to metal compared to a lot of other competition on the market at the moment. So my brother plays guitar and he actually likes Bias FX a lot, but he plays more blues and country orientated music, which I actually think Bias FX is actually suited more to. They did do a big update a few months ago where they upgraded a lot of the amps, brought out revised versions of the amps, some high gain, some low gain. But even then, I still really struggle to get even a decent tone to use in my mixes. So I would really struggle to pick this over any other plugin I own, even some free plugins. It also does come with a healthy range of bass cabs, but again, even here, it's not something that I would really reach for over other bass plugins that I have. They just don't do it very well. Then there is the tone cloud. This is where people can upgrade their created tones for other people to download. All this did for me is show me that I'm not the only one that struggles getting good tones out of Bias FX2. There are thousands and thousands of presets that you can download from people that use Bias FX2. And while you can preview these tones while you're actually playing, which by the way is a great feature, I found that 99% of them are bad. Sorry to you guys that have created those tones, but maybe I'm just not hearing what you're hearing, but honestly a lot of those tones are really horrible. They also have a feature called guitar maps. This, as they claim, can make your guitar sound like other sorts of guitars. So I could say get my Schecter to sound like a John Mayer signature guitar or a 57 Les Paul. I honestly found this to be a little more than a gimmick. The tones that you actually get out of it, you could easily do using just EQs. So again, not really a useful thing. I will say out of the whole plugin, I really like the clean tones. It has some of the best clean tones I've ever heard. There's one particular preset that I downloaded off the Tone Cloud called the James Hetfield Live Clean Tone, and it actually sounds amazing. So I'm not sure if Bias FX just isn't suited to metal. That's my opinion. I know other people will disagree and they've probably got some good tones out of it, but I really struggle with this plugin. So honestly, having bought both iterations of Bias FX, I can honestly say that I probably wouldn't buy a third if it came out. And honestly, if you are looking for an all-encompassing guitar plugin to have fun creating tones and using effects and all that, I'd go for something like Audio Assault's Amp Locker at the moment. They've really come a long way with their tones. I bought the Dude Meister yesterday, which is an amazing sounding amp, and it only cost me $10 because of the sales that are on at the moment with Black Friday. And you can get the whole program at a fraction of the price of Bias FX Elite. And it sounds, in my opinion, especially for metal, way better, way better. So now we'll listen to a song that I reluctantly did using Bias FX2. I'm not going to do a mix rundown after that on this video, just because of the simple fact I don't really want to spend any more time subjecting you to Bias FX2 than I already have. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and enjoy indeed. Thanks guys.